Jananim Saradam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padpadme Tayo Sritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. So we were discussing about the 4 steps to realize the God. But actually it is not God, it's the moksha. That we are going to get the liberation. Liberation from where? Liberation from our worldly desires. And what are those worldly desires? 5. Rupa, Rasa, Sabda, Sparsha and Gandha. These are the 5 desires only. Beyond these 5, nothing is there. So this is very special. If we think that this is the Rupa, that means we see so many things and we get attracted. So I visited that Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia, and the hotel where they kept me and the meeting, the hall and all that, is so wonderful decoration, excellent, unthinkable. But afterwards, it will be ruin only. So when we see something and we get attracted to that and we'd like to get that, it's good that beauty is appreciating, but we should not be attached to that. That is the main idea. So the Rupa, that is constantly attracting us, but after some time, nothing is there. I remember one thing that happened. We went to our Calcutta hospital, Seva Pratishthan. Something happened to one of our brahmachari, maybe little skin problem was there. I was with him and another Swamiji. The Swamiji was here in Portland and then he passed away. So he was there in Advaita Ashrama, 3 of us we went, and when we were sitting, a very beautiful looking girl came and she was sitting just in front of us. And almost our same age, 24, like that. And obviously, that brahmachari, I knew Swamiji, so I never looked at that. So I was looking on the other side. But this brahmachari, maybe he was sometimes looking at that girl. The Swamiji noticed. Then afterwards he told, come, what has happened to her, let us go and see. She was having some problem in the teeth. So we took the permission, we entered into that the clinic inside where she was, and then because it is our own hospital, they allowed us. Only to teach us that Swami did that. When that opened the mouth of that beautiful girl, it was so terrible. All the teeth and terrible. That smell is also bad. And then we came out. Then the Swami told, that is exactly the beauty. So don't get attracted to this way. So like that they used to teach us. So sometimes we get attracted, but afterwards we know it is nothing. How we will understand that? That is called the bichara. The bichara is the very, very important. Sadhu Sangha, then the bichara. Bichara means discrimination. Not that we should hate, but we should understand that the futility of this. When we went to see the Red Fort, I said it in many of our talks, and we were brahmacharis, so we went to Delhi, we wanted to visit the Red Fort. That's a very interesting place. We all went, historical importance. And when we were standing over there and I was observing the outside and inside, it came into my mind, look at that place. The Marathas, hundreds and thousands of them, they came and they wanted to enter into this place. They couldn't come, they couldn't. And they died over here. After the Marathas came, all the heroes from Rajasthan, they also they died over here, couldn't enter. And look now, we just purchase a ticket by paying 10 rupees and we are everywhere inside. So that means that with the time, things changes. So we should not be terribly attached to that. It is the family, then the houses, the places, the friends, all comes and goes. But whoever coming close to us, we should be always talking to them, behaving with them, very friendly way, but not much attached to that. That is called vichara. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, that when you are breaking what's called the draw, that is the English, kathal, that is jackfruit. So when you are breaking the raw jackfruit, be very careful, because the juice, it will stick to your hands. So apply first the oil, and then you do that. Then afterwards you can just wipe out and everything will be clean. So similarly, in our life, if we are interested to get the moksha, then only, otherwise not. Those who enjoy this life, worldly life, for them it is okay. But those who are interested to get the moksha, for them, they must apply this. Sadhu Sangha, we learn this from Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. Apply the liquid thing, the oil, and then break the raw jackfruit. This world is just like that. The position that I get in an office, on that chair, so many people they sat. They came, they sat, they worked, and then retired. I am one of them. With that mentality, when I am working, I am not getting attached to that position. But whatever the responsibility I have taken, I must perform it diligently. And then, when I am retired or I am just leaving, I am leaving. No attachment to. That is the main teaching, and it says the vichara, the judgment. The 4 steps, sadhu sangha, then this vichara. After the vichara comes shama. Why shama? Because now I am serious. I am truly interested to realize. And when I like to realize, I have to purify my mind. And mind can be purified with the body. When I am living in a very nasty, dirty place, and I am not taking the proper bath, not changing my clothes properly, my mind will also never become clean. So I have to. Even the very poor Swamis I have seen, they are not having anything, 1 or 2 clothes, but every day they will go and bathe in the Ganga, in the Uttar Kashi. They will go and bathe in the Ganga, they wash their clothes and that little thing, and they will spread it over there to dry because the sunlight, and then that they are using. And they will be folding it properly. Sometimes when you do the preaching, after the washing, then we fold it and keep it under our seat and sit on that. So, and it looks very good. They're like so this is the way everything should be neat and tidy, physically and mentally also. Mana Shuddhata, that is very important. Shankaracharya is mentioning that mind purification is the only way you can become happy. You have to purify your mind. And how to purify the mind? We have already learned that our goal should be moksha, liberation. And then mind is the main cause of bondage. So I have to be careful about those bondages. And the moment I can take out the hooks, I am free. So what are the hooks? 5. What are those 5? Rupa, Rasa, Shabda, Sparsha and Gandha. For the monk's life, those who are already they have left the hearth and home, it is the Shabda. The people will praise them and they're bound by that. Oh Swami, you are a great speaker, you are a great orator, you are a great writer. They are mostly, the last thing is that. The one of our young Swami, I was a brahmachari at that time, and he was ordained into sannyasa. He was invited into another ashrama to give a talk. And in those days, it was a very modern way of presentation. He could speak about Mother, Thakur, analysis was also very good. So naturally, people were appreciating. After the talk, when just to meet and greet the devotees, they were passing, he was standing there, and the old Swami, I was at the back, and they were touching the feet or sometimes doing the namaskar and saying, Swamiji, your talk was excellent. Swamiji, you were excellent. And naturally, he was feeling good. And the old Swami, the in charge over there, he looked at his face and said, don't think they are telling only to you. To all the speakers, they say the same thing. So, by that, and I appreciated that, so I remembered that. So that is the way it happens. This is the Shabda. By that only we are bound. Some people are praising you, you are bound by that. You'll never say anything to rectify you because they don't love you. And that is the reason. They're just telling, oh, hello, how are you? And going on talking nicely, and you are very happy. So nice person. They never criticize me, all the time friendly. No, wrong. He is not good person. He never said anything to rectify you. One incident happened in this New York. One lady used to come from the other part of the city to prepare food for Swami Vivekananda. And that time he started that center, and she was the only volunteer. She used to come and prepare the breakfast and making the lecture room ready. And when the Swami is talking, she used to take the note. Everything she used to do all alone. But Swami Vivekananda, all the time, when she is alone, used to scold her. The one day she came, and this incident is there in the Mary Louise Burke's book. Swamiji came down and looked at her and said something and was going up. She came and told Swami, today you must tell me the truth. Why of all people you scold me? I am the only person working for you. Take all care of my family, then I come, I do this. But still you are only scolding me. Swamiji turned and said, because I like to see you perfect. This is expression of love. Sometimes the parents, sometimes the teachers, they are rectifying, correcting the children by scolding, because they love, they like to see them perfect. So we have to understand what is good for us. Somebody is telling something, criticizing me, it doesn't mean that he doesn't like me or she doesn't like me. They like to rectify me. Even suppose that someone is criticizing me, how I will take that? Thanking him. You are pointing all my weaknesses so that I can rectify it. So we are bound by 5 things, right? First is drishya. The eye sees. How I will make myself free from that? By analyzing that these are all temporary. Everything is going to be temporary. Recently, now so many things comes in whether you like it or not. In the smartphone, and there I suddenly found they were showing a muscular person, and he was, and now today he can't lift even anything in his hand. So, Jauvana, Shakti, Saundarya, all these things goes away. The youth, the beauty, everything goes away. The great singer, then one day another singer will come up and you are gone. So this always it happen. So by that way we have to analyze. That is called vichara. And this vichara when I am doing, I am not giving up hope. I am pursuing in my own way. Whatever the best thing that I can do, I should do. And that should be the spirit. And you are getting the blessings of God. So this is the vichara. So when someone can do that, just by trying once, I can do that by 12 times, but I will be successful. This self-confidence is there, but no attachment is there. So this is the way we have to slowly progress to our ultimate goal. That is called sannyasa. You know that in Hindu life, they were so clever, so intelligent. They divided our whole life into 4 parts: brahmacharya, garastha, banaprastha, sannyasa. And sannyasa is ultimate. Whether you like it or not, you have to give up. And when you give up of your own, you feel good. I have given up. Somebody is taking away, instead I give it up. That's called sannyasa. Samyak nyasa. Completely given up. What? Ego. Everything is there, but no ego. So this we are practicing. So after the holy company, then we are practicing, analyzing, and slowly taking the resolution that this I am going to do. And this is the practices. We read a lot, we hear a lot, but when we practice, that is our own. That's why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, you must be lonely. And we take so much of care about others. Oh, he is not meditating, he is not coming to temple, they are not doing this, they are not doing that. In that way, we are always busy. But we are not looking at ourselves. Am I doing it or not? It is not necessary that you should continuously sit and do meditation. But vichara is necessary. Am I getting entangled? Somebody is doing very good. People are appreciating. Am I feeling pain, jealousy? If then you are not perfect yet. One should not be. So that is the perfection we are making. That's called vichara. So 2 things we have already vichara. First is the drishya or the form, that these are all temporary. Second is shabda. The shabda, this may be good, this may be bad, it doesn't matter to me. I always quote that story, I don't know where I read that Bhagavan Buddha, he was begging, he was going to somebody's house and he was begging. Then it was drizzling, it was raining. Then one person was sitting inside the room from the window, he was going on telling Buddha, hey, why you are begging? You can go and at least do some work. Buddha was a king, but he was not knowing. So he was going on giving advices. And you do people always the parasite of the society, living on others' money, and Buddha was constantly waiting over there. When he completed, and the Buddha said, sir, can I ask you a question? What? Suppose you like to give me some gift, but I don't accept those gifts. Then what will happen to those things? Oh, why? That will remain with me if you are not accepting. With all these abusive words that you are telling to me, I am not accepting. It is all yours. See, he wanted to abuse Buddha, but instead, because of the vichara, the calm, quiet mind, he returned it back to him. So that way also the shabda, whether you are praising and sometimes when they are praising, we are saying, oh no, closing their ears, no, I don't like to listen. Not like that, it's okay. He is telling about somebody, or maybe that is the habit, it's okay. So these 2, and then come smelling, the smell. That is also, it takes our mind. Suppose you like those smells, the beautiful fragrance of the flower, of the incense sticks. We always go for that. One must be very, very careful. Very careful. It's good, I appreciate, but not attached to that. Main thing is not attachment. Then what are the other two? First is drishya, then shabda, then gandha, and other two. Sparsha and the tongue, the taste. Sparsha, one must be very careful. Because in the sparsha, sometimes some people, when they are touching Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he never could touch the people who were thinking negatively. So I must be very, very careful. If I like to get the blessings of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, I should not think negatively. Then only his hand will come on my head. So when you are aware about it, thinking in this way, you are purifying your mind. Mana Shuddha Prakarana. The mind is becoming purified. And everything depends on mind. All these 5 things on mind only. So mind is becoming purified by this. Sri Ramakrishna's very beloved Rakhal, he afterwards became Swami Brahmananda. The Rakhal Maharaj, he was talking with his friends and he said something what is not truth. Jokingly, among the friends they always do. And when he came to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, hey, what you have done? I can't look at your face. You must have done something wrong. Then he couldn't remember. Something wrong? Nothing I have done. Then he, oh yes, when I was coming, somebody said like this and I said like this. Then Sri Ramakrishna, even by joking, you should not tell like that. So that is the Sri Ramakrishna, very pure. So one must be very, very careful about the taste. And here comes the great challenge. What we should eat and what we should not. One thing is very clear. In the Bhagavata itself, it says, you need not to bother about the food. Because the God has made the food in such a way that it is automatically in a circle it will go. And food goes with the body, not with the mind. It is only to help the body. So, Annamaya Kosha, nothing. But if we are drinking, if we are eating too much, obviously it will affect the mind too. So, one must be controlling. But for wrong conception that ahimsa means we should not eat fish or meat or this or that, no, it is nothing. That's why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna himself, he used to take fish and he used to ask Ma Sharadamani Devi to cook. Sharadamani Devi used to refuse, no, I cannot do that. Not for me. Me means the God, you should do it. And it is nothing because the system in this way. In the Bhagavata, the book which is the basis of the devotion, it says clearly the 2-legged, they will eat the 4-legged one. 4-legged will eat the grasses and the leaves. And that is the circle it will go. O Uddhava, you need not to worry about it. So this is the way if we learn, we have to have control over the tongue. Otherwise, we won't be able to meditate, we won't be able to control our mind. That is also necessary. So this way we have to, that is called the vichara. Atha vichara kritabhya. That way it goes. What is that vichara? This is a great word in the Hindu tradition. Unless you are doing the vichara, you can never make any advancement. In those days, I was young, and in our locality, almost our age group boys and little above, they are all whispering that is Nakshal movement came. So that is the ultra-communist movement, and naturally they were recruiting all these young boys, And one of my friends told, do you like to attend one meeting, cigarette meeting? And anything cigarette you get, let us go, what is happening there? So I went and I found all the windows are closed, it is all, only one, not the lamp, only one candle is burning. Then two boys came, the younger, older than ours age, and that they were also covering their head and the face. And even in the dark room, they were having the glasses, dark glasses. So they were not ready to show their face, and they came and they were telling that nearby there is a poor children's school was there, corporation school. So poor children used to study over there. You have to go and throw the bomb, who like to do this great job, etc. Then I told, first thing, who are you? Why should we do listening to you? Then that time the Nakshal movement was just forming. It was good for me, as because I challenged, I asked, I am going to listen to you, but who are you? I don't know. You simply came and you were asking. Moreover, that school is for the poor children. They go to study. That is a basic school. Why we have to burn that? Then they told, hey, make that boy go out. He doesn't. That was good for me. They forced me to go out. So the bichara is necessary. One of my very good friend, he got entangled, he got inspired by them, and ultimately he was arrested and so many things happened. So this is the bichara. And how the bichara comes fast, you have to have a good karma phala. Past life, you have done something good, so this opportunity has come to you. Second, your own personality should always think in this way. Anything that is good, I am with that. And what is good, which is making others happy, that is good. Anything that is making others happy, everybody is happy, that is good, that I should follow. So this is the way the bichara continues, and in the spiritual life, this is very, very essential. Otherwise, it is impossible to make the movement. So, bichara kartabhya, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is also asking that you have to discriminate. Then it comes the shamo. Shamo means purification of body and mind. Body I can understand, taking the bath and cleaning clothes. Or what about the mind, the thoughts? How to purify the thought? So the Vaishnavas and the Tantra, they have developed a unique process that is called mantra diksha. Those who have taken the diksha, those who have taken the mantra from the Guru, a very simple name of God comes down from the tradition, and they go on repeat that mantra. Whether you understand it or not, know it or not, believe it or not, just by repeating that name, your mind becomes purified. How? Because the mind is contaminated, mind is getting attached to the worldly thoughts. So many varieties of worldly thoughts are coming. And when you are taking the name of God, those things are kept completely stopped. When the flow of the worldly thoughts are not touching your mind is becoming purified. So this is the way the taking the name of God purifies one mind. You are taking bath, you are cooking, you are working, you are driving, just go on taking the name of God. It will purify your mind, and for sure. That's why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, one of his the utterings, he said, taking the name of God is his puja, is his worship. Just taking the name of God. So when you are taking the name of God, you are obviously you are becoming purified. How you will know that you are purified? People will be attracted to you. They will love to talk to you. They will love to come to you. So all those things will go in a positive way for you. That means God is manifesting within you. The God has a special capacity, that is attraction. So that's why its name is, God's name is Krishna. Krishna means that it's always attract. Karshati iti Krishna. Karshati means attracting. your mind will be attracted. So, all little manifestation of God will attract the people's attention to you. They will come and they will talk to you, they like you. And when they do that, and if you start thinking that they are liking me, again you are going back. Again the ahamkara has come, again you will fall back. That time you have to be careful. It is not for me, it is for God. So it reminds that game that in our younger days we used to play, the Ludo. And the special type of Ludo, there will be snake and the ladders. And one snake was there, his face was a 99 and the tail in the 1. It's a very peculiar snake. It will go like this and the tail is there. And the rule of the game, from 98, you have to jump to 100. If you are 99, you are going down to 1 again. And that's why square 1, back to square 1. So again you have to go. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna used to observe when his disciples used to play that, and he observed the Latu Maharaj, many of you know, Swami Adbhutananda ji, he never fell in the mouth of the snakes, but rather used to get the ladders from 5 to 15, from 15 to 30, like that is going on. So he said, look at Latu, he is so fortunate. In the life also, same thing happened. So when we are taking the name of God, people are attracted to you. And when they are attracted to you, automatically nature will provoke, hey, you are a great person, you are a great man. Look at you, so many people coming and touching your feet, so many people are asking for your blessings, and you feel yes, yes, yes. And slowly, slowly, ego comes. The moment ego comes, it becomes heavy and you're back. Again, you have to start from the beginning. That's why one should be very careful. So, bichara and shama, it goes fast. We are learning from a monk, from a holy person, sadhu sangha. Then I am analyzing, and then I am practicing to purify the mind. And when I am purifying the mind, 5 types of food are there. Rupa, Rasa, Shabda, Sparsha, Gandha. 5 types of food. And I am Rupa, I am going on analyzing, all these things are temporary. Rasa, this is also sometimes good, sometimes bad, doesn't matter. Shabda, you have to be careful because it's very subtle. Effect is very subtle. You will notice somebody is talking to you a little roughly, you don't like to talk, continue. And sometimes some people very like nicely talking with you, I have time, please we can talk. So this way we are deluded. The Shabda is very, very important because it is subtle. Sparsha and Gandha, they are not that much, but that is, first is the food and the Shabda, they are very strong. One should be careful. And then only the Shama, your mind clearance will come. So when the mind is becoming purified, clear, it is becoming light. And when it is becoming light, Tanu Manasa, they say in the Vedanta. The Vedanta say first you have to take the decision, then you should do, and then 4th step, Tanu Manasa, your mind become very light because you are not giving food. And many of the times the people, to reduce the weight, they will take less food or no food. And sometimes they are fasting. Same way, you are reducing the weight from your mental thought, only thinking God and nothing else. That will see what will happen. Whatever the responsibility, be very careful to perform that. Otherwise, take the name of God. This time, last 22, when I went to Belur Math, we have a retired Swamiji's house. It's called Aragya Bhavan. There's Aragya. They're all becoming free. Free means no bodily, this mentally, all the spiritually, they are free. Once you enter, that means that is the last step. And there was a Swamiji called Obi Maharaj. We used to love him very much. Very simple. This time when I went, I found that he is taking the Ganga water all the time. There is a tumbler full of Ganga water. He is touching that and going on taking the name of God and chanting his name. And when we went, he looked at us, smiled, but didn't stop. Then someone asked, Maharaj, we have come to talk to you. And when you are not stopping, he said, see, any moment death may come now. So I don't like to give the death any chance. That when I am not taking the name of God, the death will come and catch me. No, that's why, please allow me. We had lot of talkings, now no more. So this is called withdrawing completely, and he is touching the Ganga water and going on taking the name of God. So faith and withdrawing the mind from every object, everything. Even to talk to the sadhus, other sadhus, also bondage. So he won't do that. So this time I noticed it. So this is called purification of the body and mind. So when all these fours are done, then comes the moksha, then comes the liberation. So this is called the 4 steps, the 4 Dharapala, that's the doormen. They are guarding the ultimate place of moksha. The first whom we are meeting, the first guard, Sadhu Sangha. The first guard is the Sadhu Sangha. And from there we are learning that there is truly a place where everyone can go if they practice little disciplines, that's all. So we heard that, hear from them, and then we start our journey. So that is called Sadhu Sangha. And second step is vichara. And when we are doing the vichara, what actually we are doing, we are analyzing the 5 type of bondages. What are the 5 bondages? How we are bound by 5? Chakshu, Karna, Nashika, Jiva and Tak. And among these 5, 2 are very strong. Taste and sound. These 2 are very strong. So one must be very, very careful, particularly the sound. The last leg is you have to cross, you have to jump. Otherwise, again you will fall. About that game, I can remember the one person, he will go straight to 98. Then at the time of 99, only they used to call one put. And they will go on jerking that, and they will take the name of so many gods and goddesses and throw. Oh my God, again that one has come. One means that snake, again go back. So we will take the name of God and give a jump. When there were 98 to 100, no 99. So we have to jump in that way only by taking the name of God. How we will take the name of God? Just the Guru has given, or any gods and goddesses name that you like, just go on taking the name of that. And the best way is, when you get up in the early morning, you must look at the picture of a god or goddess. Whatever the god or goddess you like, you keep that picture. Maybe in your wallet, maybe by the side of your pillow. Just see that. That gives a wonderful feeling. Instead of looking at anything else, begin the day by seeing the holy face of a god or goddess and pray to the God. Then again the new day, new life, new challenges, be with me. That is the prayer. After the completion, when you are going to bed, and before that you have put off the light, and with your mobile phone light, you can see the face of the same God and pray, today I am thankful to you, God. It was so wonderful. Everybody was so friendly, so cooperative because of your grace. And I am successful. One or two mistakes I have done, please help me so that I can overcome. Your prayer is done. That much. And then you'll go to bed. Seeing the holy face of that God or goddess, you're closing your eyes and you are going to sleep. When you are sleeping, try to remember that face for some time, then of course you go to sleep. By that way also, you can purify your mind. This is a wonderful practice. If you can just practice this in the early morning, when you are getting up, and the night when you are going to bed. That's all. Suppose you have time in between, then also look at the face of the God and pray and report to Him. You know what happened today morning? I was going to this and this happened and that happened. Just have a conversation with the God as if someone is there, you have to report to Him. He is the boss of the house. Just report to Him. And your mind will be purified. Believe it. Because you are talking with God. And when you are talking with God, thinking that He is listening, thinking that He is here sitting, it will happen. It is not just imagination, and it will be in future realization. God listens, God is everywhere. And it is God has said that God is everywhere. Just have a faith. So sadhu sangha, and this way we come, and mind purification, and comes the santosha, the last step. And in the santosha, when the containment comes, everything comes. Everything is okay when you are satisfied. Oh, he is so good. Good. But it is all right for me. Oh, he is having those things, so that's good. I am sufficient. This is all right for me. You are always contented. How it is possible? By this time, you have already developed detachment for this world and attachment for God. So when your mind is becoming completely free and you are going back to that supreme joy, with this thing we started our today's retreat, the goal is to get the happiness. And the happiness comes when we are completely free from attachment. And attachment is only for these 5 things. Rupa, Rasa, Shabda, Sparsha, Gandha. These are the food constantly, the feeding our mind. So we are stopping those food. So the mind is becoming lighter. And the lighter mind goes up and mix with our original source, which is nothing but happiness. And that is expressed by santosha. This containment, pure, complete satisfaction. If we look at the life of Ma Sharadamani Devi, she was not having anything but contained it. And that is why those people, those who were having everything, they used to come to Ma Sharadamani Devi for that satisfaction. She was so contented. One day Ma Sharadamani Devi, she was sitting in the Bagbajar, and many people, they came, they were offering pranam and also some gift. Sometimes the money, sometimes fruits, sometimes clothings. They were all piling up by the side of his holy feet. And one lady was sitting over there, and a widow lady. And she was commenting. All these things were supposed to be mine, because fast relation that with Gadadhar, that came to me. But my father didn't agree. Otherwise today I would have gone and get all these things. You know that story, when the Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna apparently became mad for God, his mother and elder brother, they were searching for a match. And in those days, the boys used to give money to the girl's father. So that was costly for them. They were poor family, they couldn't provide. Then ultimately, the Ma Saradamani Devi's family, they got married. And now this lady, she knew that if that was matured and I became the wife of Gadadhar, then today I would have having these all the gifts. Ma Saradamani Devi, and that condition, immediately she said, is that? Though you were first, oh, all these things belongs to you. Immediately she gave all these things to that lady. Santosha. Now why you should mention like this? Why you are talking like that? Go out from here. Nothing. So we have to become mother, Slowly, the ultimate thing to become a mother. The mother means pure love. And in that love, there is no anger, there is no expectation, there is nothing. Just love. So God is nothing but L-O-V-E. And when we get that, we become God ourselves. Very happy, very contented, and everything we see, look at. Some people are criticizing, that doesn't mean that I have to criticize. And when they come, we should be very friendly. And when you can do that, you are the gainer. Because your karma phala is becoming positive. And you are getting completely satisfied. Don't fight. That's why Swami Vivekananda said, your nature will provoke you to fight. Don't do that. Control that. And that is called spirituality. It is nothing that something miraculous will happen. Spirituality means a unique way of understanding and transforming. The transformation will come and we will become God ourselves. And God, Swami Vivekananda's definition, unselfishness is God. God is unselfish. Love and unselfishness. Thank you, friends. These are the 4 steps with which we will reach that ultimate goal, which is nothing but complete satisfaction and joy, which is the source of creation known as Brahman. So moksha is this. Thank you. Yes.
If you have any questions, Swamiji will address that. So, hold on one second.
I bow to your great holiness for your wisdom and direction today. I stand here today to seek some guidance on the pragmatics of the world. I apologize, I'm using my notes because I want to sound coherent instead of blabber. The morals and values we grew up with seems to have no place and space in the world today. We find ourselves isolated if you try to uphold your values that sound or seem different from the majority. You speak of vichara. These days kids say, work smart, not hard. Have you heard people, Generation Z, say that? Yes. Their idea of this is to cut corners and look for loopholes. They don't understand this is adopted by people who are senior and experienced, who have worked hard for over the years to understand and define efficiency. Young ones have a misinterpretation of this value. Same thing, they justify Ravan and Duryodhan by saying they were destined by God to do the wrongdoing. They say that Ravan and Duryodhan had all the skills and experience that Pandavas did, but God chose them and their fate to make them do the wrong. God made Ravan kidnap Sita. That's their justification. It is abnormal to be normal these days. There's so many normals today in the name of diversity and inclusion. It is abnormal to be married to the same person for 20 plus years. It is okay to leave one education degree to pursue another. It is okay to leave one marriage to pursue another. Why? Because we must first take care of our self-happiness. These are the morals and values of this generation that we are dealing with today. People are criticizing, like you mentioned. They're criticizing others to make themselves look good. They're criticizing others to satiate their egos. They criticize with a sense of entitlement and to climb corporate and social ladder. If those who criticize truly for the purposes of making other people improve, they would be also willing to accept criticism. There's a demise of the pillars of civilization, which is marriage and education today. People walk in and out of their marriages and commitments for their peace, for their satisfaction, for their happiness at the expense of the other. And there's no one questioning them, and they're not answerable to anyone. Our spiritual, religious, and political leaders are the most corrupt. Who is holy? How do we determine the right from wrong? People reach out to the internet. Internet and AI is the new age monk. Please, holiness, guide us. Thank you.
You know, whatever you say, there is nothing but Kali Yuga. The Kali Yuga, all these are the characteristics. But Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, with his advent, when the Sri Ramakrishna appeared, according to Swami Vivekananda, the Satya Yuga started. And we are the usherers of the Satya Yuga. So, of course, you have to tell yourself, I am blessed that I have understood and I am going to stick to the actual original values. I may not change the others, and that is according to the Yuga it will continue, but at least I should not do that. You can always keep your mind purified. It is within your capacity. You can do that. Let people say whatever they like. But if you are determined to be spiritual, you can be spiritual even in these so-called negative activities and atmosphere. Just tell yourself, I am going to be holy and I am going to get the moksha. That's all, and try.
Anybody else have any questions?
So, you know that to change the whole society, Sri Rama, he tried. Sri Krishna tried. Lord Buddha tried. Jesus tried. Moses tried. Who not? But even Sri Ramakrishna Vivekananda, and that's why Swamiji said, this world is like a dog's curly tail. If you are holding it straight, it will be straight. The moment you let loose, again it will curl. But why we should be good? Because we like to go beyond this. The flow is going on, but I take a step aside because I like to be liberated. I like to go away, not flowing with this, the birth and death circle. I like to get the liberation. If you feel like that, take these steps, these 4 steps, and you will get the moksha. Thank you.